All right. I know I'm looking really, really crazy. I've got Bailey sleeping in the back seat, but I wanted to come on here because this is seriously something that I've been thinking about lately. And I know a lot of you guys are too, because I've had a lot of you guys in my inbox talking about how your kids are getting out of school and your schedule's about to pick up and be crazy, or questioning like how to balance your business throughout the summer when you want to do fun things, especially if you live in the northern states like I do. It is freezing cold like 90% of the year, and you've only got like 2 to 3 short months of warm weather. And so that makes you want to go out and actually do things because we're locked in our house the rest of the time. So I wanted to come on here and I wanted to share this with you guys, that like, I want you to know that like you're not alone. This is something that I've literally had to readjust every single summer. Every single summer there's something new that happens. There's like the summers just get busier and busier and busier, especially when you've got 2 kids instead of just 1. There is no way that I could just hand my kids off to Matt all day, every single day, all summer long, and just like expect for him to just like take full responsibility for them every single day for like 20 hours, right? Like there's no way I could do that. And so I know that like my schedule's about to shift, not like I work 20 hours anyways, but you know what I mean? Like I can't just like make him take over all day long every single day. So, and my kids would miss out on me, my relationship would take a hit, like everything would take a hit, right? And so what I want you guys to know going into the summer months and months with your babies is that you don't have to choose. You don't have to choose between being a mom or being a business owner. You can be both. You can have both. You can have it all, you know, every single day. And I think of my business as in like when I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about you know, kind of choosing when I work and stuff like that, I think about it logically, okay? Like I'm a super red personality, and so money is a huge drive for me, knowing what that money could do for us and how many more memories we could make this summer if I just kept going, right? And if I just kept working for my fast start bonuses, and I just kept growing my paycheck and helping other people grow their paycheck. I know the value in that. And maybe you're just starting, maybe you're brand new, maybe you've never gone through a summer before with this business, but here's some things that I've learned along the way. So the first couple of years that I started this business, I'm not going to lie, going through the summer, I crashed. My business started taking a dip. I started going backwards. And if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, right? Well, that's exactly what I did. And along this journey and along those dips in my business, I learned that I just had to say yes to working while my babies sleep. And even though that was really hard for me to wake up early in the morning, it's always hard to switch schedules, right? Like I cannot be the only one. Like drop a 1 below if you have struggled with waking up early or going to sleep late, and you find like this may be one of the hardest things that you will do in your business, because you're not alone. This has been one of my most difficult things to overcome, is time management and waking up early and staying up later than I should. So sacrificing my sleep so that I don't have to sacrifice time with my babies, right? And so this is one of the things that I do as a business owner. I know that if I don't show up, guess what? My paycheck doesn't show up for me either. And I just can't settle with that. I can't go backwards just because I am not willing to give up sleep, right? My sleep is less important than spending time with my kids, right? Like I would give up all the hours of sleep if it meant more time with my babies, right? So what I do in the summer is I choose to wake up earlier. I choose to get up at least an hour earlier every single day. And I choose to go to sleep at least an hour later every single day. So every single night I try to lay down in bed at like right around 10 o'clock or so. And I'm usually out by like 10:30, 11 o'clock. In the summertime, I might go to bed at 11 midnight. It really all depends on what's going on, or, you know, what we've got going on during the day, or what I've accomplished. Sometimes during the day, our days are so busy during the summer that I don't have time to get everything done during the daylight hours. And so I have to choose to stay up later to get my job done so that my paycheck can keep going up, so that I can create more memories with my kids, right? Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I do. And then I wake up early in the morning. So normally I'm used to waking up at like 7 o'clock with Bailey, or like actually waking up at 6 and crawling out of bed at like 6:30. I'm gonna bring it a little bit out an hour earlier. And so instead of waking up at like 6:37, I'm gonna wake up, you know, at right around 5:30 every single morning, and I'm gonna shoot for that. And some days, yeah, I am gonna struggle to get out of bed. Some days I'm gonna have a really freaking hard time doing that, and I know I'm going to. But every single day I get a new opportunity to try again, to get it better, to get it right, to, you know, if I'm trying something during the summer that I'm like going a few days and it's just not working, like I'm really struggling with waking up early, but I can wake up early if I go to sleep a little bit earlier. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to be intentional with my business, okay? So that's number one. I always try to wake up earlier, and I always try to stay up as late as I possibly can so I can make things happen. Number two is making sure that when I am working my business, I'm being intentional. So I'm not getting on my phone just to Facebook scroll. And this is the hardest point for a lot of people, because you don't realize how much you're Facebook scrolling until you start calling yourself out on it. You have to be honest with yourself. This takes a level of maturity. This is something that I wasn't born with. This is something that I didn't understand when I first started. But when I spent the time really getting to know how much I actually Facebook scroll, I started realizing how much time I actually wasted on my phone where I could have been working my business. So sometimes it would be like, when I first started especially, it would be like I would get on the phone and I felt like I was on the phone all day long. And I was. But was I working every single day all day long? No, I wasn't. And I didn't realize what I was doing until I really started paying attention to the things that I was doing every day. This might require you to write down what you're doing on your phone and what time to what time you're spending on your phone. Every time you pick your phone up, it might require you to write down, you know, this is when I pick my time up, and this is when I pick my phone up, and this is when I set it down, and these are the things that I did throughout that time. You're going to notice that there's a lot of that time that you pick your phone up that you're doing absolutely nothing, but your brain is lying to you over and over and over again. We lie to ourselves, right? Because we think nobody will notice, right? But we notice. We know, right? Like, we know when we're not giving it our all. We know. And I say this because I've had to catch myself so many times. I can lie to everybody else and tell everybody else that I'm doing everything. But at the end of the day, your numbers will show it, right? At the end of the day, your business will either take a hit or rise, one or the other. There is no in between. And so if you're not producing, chances are is that you're scrolling a lot more than you're telling yourself. You're scrolling a lot more than you're telling everybody else. And like I said, you can tell everyone else, or you can try to tell yourself that you're not, but the numbers don't lie. You can't cheat the hustle. You can't do it. And I've seen this over and over and over again the last 3 years in myself. And I started realizing that, like, when my numbers aren't high, it's because I'm not doing what I need to be doing, right? When I'm not producing, it's because I'm not doing what I need to do. And so a lot of the time I get this from especially new distributors where they say, I don't want to be on my phone all the time. Well, listen, girlfriend, you don't need to be on your phone all the time. You have to pick and choose what you're doing on your phone when you're on your phone, right? And you can choose to Facebook scroll, or you can choose to be intentional. And this might require you to write things down. It might require you to take that extra step and write down a checklist for yourself and a time for yourself where you're going to get on your phone. So like, if I have an hour in the morning from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning, every single morning throughout the summer, okay, what am I doing during that time? What am I doing? How many messages am I sending? How much time am I spending on messaging? How much time am I spending on posting? How much time am I planning on, or how much time am am I spending on my Facebook lives or updating my story or personal development, or how much time are you spending on it? Have you written that down? Have you written that plan down for yourself? Because if you haven't, this is going to change your life. Number 3 is I plan my posts. I plan my posts a lot. I make sure that I have everything written down, and I have it into place so that during the summer, when I'm outside in the pool with Bailey, but I know I need to put up a post on Facebook, guess what? It's right on my boards app. If you don't know how to do that, ask your enroller. They're going to help you and walk you through how to do this. You can take 1 hour on the weekends. I take 1 hour on Sunday nights and I plan every single post out from Monday to Saturday. And it's 3 posts every single day. And I've got this down packed and I just keep doing it. Was it hard when I first started? Absolutely, it was hard when I first started. But the fortune is not in your posting. And so, yes, it's important to plan your post. You cannot complete the circle without planning your post. But it's also important to make sure that you're not spending a ton of time on it. And so that's where planning your post comes out. That's what's going to change your life. That's what's going to help you be able to be out and about and doing whatever you want to do throughout the summer and still be able to get your job done at the same exact time without having to worry about it. So these are tips that, like, I wish I would have learned when I first started this business, because I remember saying to myself, I just want to be a mom and I want to work this business and I want to be a mom at the same exact time. And how do I do this? I didn't have anybody to show me these things. And I felt like I was constantly, feeling that guilt when I was with my child, my kids every single day, all day long. But I felt that guilt of, if I work my business all the time, I had that mom guilt that I wasn't there, right? The last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is one of the things that I do that's changed everything for me. It's built better relationships in my home life. It has made me feel less anxiety ridden, and it has allowed me to work my business at the same exact time. Is I set aside my own times for whatever I'm looking to do. So, like, if I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids. I'm not on my phone. I'm with them. There might be times where I take videos of them and stuff like that, and I use them for my story later, but I don't get on my phone and Facebook scroll while I'm with them, right? This is how you build relationships instead of Facebook scrolling. This is a habit that we've all gotten into. It's horrible. It's a horrible habit that we've all gotten into. Facebook scrolling, Instagram scrolling, TikTok scrolling, and you don't even realize you're doing it sometimes. Sometimes you're just like picking your phone up and like looking at it, and you're like, okay, 3 hours goes by and you're still scrolling on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. And it might just be like 20 minutes, but listen, like, it happens. Okay. I know this because I've done it before. You know what I mean? We all have done it. We're all guilty of it. So when I'm present with my kids, when I'm with my kids, I'm present. I want to be fully present, because I don't want to fill the cup up halfway and then run over here and go fill this cup up halfway and then go run over here. Nobody's cup is going to be full if you keep doing that. So it's so important that when you're with your kids, you're with your kids. When you're with your husband, you're with your husband. When you're with your business, you're with your business. And sometimes this requires boundaries. Boundaries not only with your kids and your husband and your family and your friends, but also boundaries with your business. So if I am with my kids from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock eating dinner every single night, I am not picking up my phone. My phone actually sits on the counter face down. No notification dingers on or anything like that. I leave it there and I keep it there, and I don't pick it up until 7 o'clock at night. And that's every single day, right? If I'm with my business, and my kids know this, I have talked with them. I have set these boundaries with them. They know that in the summertime, they don't come out of their bedroom until 8 o'clock in the morning, or they don't come to me and say, Mom, I want this at until 8 o'clock in the morning. And so, like, she knows, like, Bailey knows, she knows that all summer long, our days start at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so if I choose to not get my business done before she wakes up, that's my choice, right? But I'm going to keep choosing to get my business going before she wakes up in the morning, so I can make it a priority to have her time, have time with my kids in the morning when they first wake up and be the first person that sets their day up the right way, right? So I'm going to make that a priority. I'm going to make my business a priority in the morning so I can make them a priority when they wake up in the morning, right? And I'm in control of that. No one else is in control of that. You're in control of your own time. I'm in control of my own time. And so I have to make that decision for myself that I want to make sure that I can, I have to take this off Wi-Fi. I don't know. It's acting weird. I have to make sure that I make my kids a priority, and I have to make sure that I make my business a priority. So I make my business a priority till 8 o'clock in the morning. They know that. That's their boundary that's set, right? Same with Matt. Like, I schedule him in every single week. And like right now, our date night is Tuesday night. When summer hits, it might be a different night. That's our date night. You know what I mean? And I set boundaries for that. At 8 o'clock at night, when the kids go to bed in my business, you know, I shut my business down for the night, and, you know, it might still be going, and there might be still new distributors messaging me and like people messaging me and trying to talk to me and everything about products or business or whatever. But I prioritize Matt during that time. I prioritize my man during that time because I want our relationship to thrive. So pick a night during the week throughout the summer, or pick a day throughout the week throughout the summer, or a few hour block of time throughout the summer, and designate that to your man. See how much your relationship changes. See how much your aura around you changes, right? Also, I prioritize my self-development and personal growth. So sometimes this means that I might have to do my personal development while I'm driving to the store, or while I am taking a shower, or while I'm cleaning or something like that. But I make sure I prioritize my mindset, because when you have a busy schedule and you've got craziness going on, and you're working a full-time job, or you've got kids and you've got all this craziness that's happening, you're going to need to put your own oxygen mask on first. And that is getting your mindset right. And I'm going to prioritize that early in the morning. That is the best thing to do. So from 5 o'clock to 6, or from 5:30 to 6:30, nothing will be done but doing my mindset, reading my book, listening to my podcast, whatever I'm going to do for that morning. And then it's going to go on with my business, get my own business done. That way, when my kids wake up, I can make sure they're taken care of, and I can make sure that they feel special, right? Nobody is in control of your time as much as you are. And so if you have any questions, put them below. Send me a private message. I will help you and help you work through things. I'll teach you, you know, in your terms, and what might fit with your life, and give you some ideas or some tips or tricks or anything that I can help with. I would love to. I love you guys so much. I thank every single one of you guys for hopping on this and investing the time into listening to this so that you can grow your business and change your life and better your relationships for yourself. And I hope you guys have a great day.